Y'all killing me with this.
But next, I wanted to get into a little bit of Kill Tony. You know, we got a smidge of Kill Tony. I like the fact that I have the opportunity to talk shit on a show like Kill Tony, because it's almost like an anomaly to me, because it's a show that's so bad, but so many people love it. Like, it's kind of crazy how many people actually like this show. And it blows my mind that the people on the show don't get shit on more often. You know what I mean? Like, it's because they got some real hack job ass comedians on there. And I'm not talking about like the people that they pull from the buckets. You know what I mean? Those are average Joes that come up. They're trying their hardest. You know what I mean? You can't really knock them for trying their hardest. These guys do. The boys on the stage at Kill Tony, they shit all over the average Joes that come in that are trying their hardest, thinking it's like funny. They're like picking on these fucking poor people. And then they get these regulars in that, like, you know, that are actually there getting paid to do the show. And they're like the worst comedians out of the bunch. You know, especially that William Montgomery. That guy is fucking ass. You know? So when I see people shitting on the people on stage, I get a real big kick out of that. And these guys, you know, it's just so nice to see. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and we'll get into some of these time codes. Look at Tony first and foremost. Looking like the gayest thing you've ever seen. He loves these vests. To be wearing like a silver skier's vest in the middle of Austin, Texas, that's a little sus. And we're not supposed to think this guy's gay? You got to be kidding me. But look at this. Eventually, these guys are going to get shit on real hard. And this is the type of behavior that makes me condone them getting shit on. And this is why I love talking shit about these guys. Watch Tony attack these two people for having to go to the bathroom during the show. I mean, like, what are you going to just piss your pants? Like, watch this.
How many of you are diehard fans of Kill Tony? Oh, look at this retard going pee right now. Perfect. You waited until the very, very start of the show. Absolute morons we have here. Running into cameramen and photographers on his way out. I mean, you gotta love my fan base. It is absolutely insane.
Dude, talk about fucked up. So, like, that's real fucked up shit. Because you don't know what's going on with this guy. He could have, like, one of those bladders where it's like, now or never. I'm peeing now, or that's it. You know, there's no holding it. He might not have had to pee before the show started. You know what I mean? It's so funny. Comedians will use people getting up to have to use the bathroom and stuff as, like, ways to cope with the fact that their sets fucking suck balls. If your set was good enough or the show was good enough, you wouldn't have to be worried about people having to get up to take a piss. It's a normal thing. People do it all the time. You know what I mean? You trying to tell me nobody's pissed in the middle of an opera? Like, these things happen, bro. You know? And I can't stand when comedians try to, like, use that as an excuse to, like, be assholes to people, you know? And Kill Tony, that show is good for that. These guys will sit there and be, like, the biggest bully assholes to everybody who gets on that stage who's not, like, famous or somebody in the comedy industry, and use the fact that it's a comedy show to, like, mask all that up. Like, they treat these everyday people like dog shit. And they go, well, it's a comedy show. Like, we're allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point. It's not. The whole point is to actually be funny. You know? But here's one that they kind of couldn't bully this chick. You know what I mean? They get this trans woman on the stage. She's trying her hand at comedy. And they think that they're going to have, like, a grand old time just tearing this bitch apart. And they don't.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
You know, I always say what I love about this bucket and this show is that we get all different types of people, all different shapes and sizes of human beings, and you are a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is absolutely incredible.
I get it.
Welcome to the show. Where should we even begin?
Dude, America is crazy.
Look, Ari's loving it. Look at Ari's face. See, this is also a cope. This is like one of those, like, he's trying to be like, oh, America is crazy, bro. You see the craziest shit in America, bro. You see the craziest shit, man. This is crazy, bro. And he's like, oh, this is crazy. This guy is loving this bitch. He's masking it up. He is loving this bitch. You know how, like, when you were in middle school and this guy's like constantly picking on like one girl and you start to kind of slowly realize you're like, oh no, he likes her. He likes her. He's not picking on her because he fucking hates her. He likes that chick and he wants to get her attention in any way that he can. So he finds that nagging her and picking on her is probably the best way to do it because he can't think of anything to say to her himself. You know? That's kind of what's going on here with Ari. He's like trying to mask it up like, oh man, America's crazy. America's fucking crazy, bro. And then he's like, hey, bitch, here's my number. Make sure you call me after the show, okay? No problem. We make fuck, okay? We make fuck time together. But here's this one's really nice. I love this one. So now, like I said, these guys, they think that they're going to have a grand old time tearing this bitch apart. They don't. She's sharp. She's on her toes. I'm sure she's had to deal with plenty worse than these guys talking about her, you know, because she's still got a dick. You know, she's still in the transition part of trans. So, you know, I'm sure she's had to deal with shit talkers way worse than these guys. So now Sam, he's trying to make these like passive aggressive jokes at her. And she fucking, Tony, all of them, they're all trying to make these passive aggressive jokes at her. And she's quick to turn him back around on her. And Sam ends up getting left hanging. And it's probably the greatest thing I've seen in a long fucking time. Watch this.
So, Phoenix, I mean, my goodness. Here we are. You tried to be a Cowboys cheerleader, is that true?
I didn't try, but I was kind of like trained, and I danced with a lot of the girls that are on the team, and even some of the hip hop team that they have.
Right.
But I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do that.
I love it.
You
And
might not have been able to be a
battle.
cheerleader. You should try it out for tight end.
Oh, see, so now, like I said, Sam Tallant. I don't know if the marijuana might have got me. I don't know if I introduced it. Sam Tallant and Ari Maddie are the guests on this week's episode. So those are the two that I've been making fun of for the past like 3 minutes. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But all right, so now Sam Tallant, he tries to make this passive aggressive joke at her, like, "Oh, defensive line, you should have been tight end." You know what I mean? You should have been a fucking a fudge packing tight end. You know, and he's like, oh, the crowd's loving this one. She turns it around real fucking quick on him. Watch this.
It'd be good for the league.
my guess is that end isn't so tight anymore.
It's tighter than my boyfriend's.
Whoa.
Here it comes. Look at Sam.
Wait, it's tighter than your boyfriend's?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy as fuck, dude. We have to watch that again. So, obviously, she doesn't turn it around on Sam, like, in a way to where she, like, turns the joke around on Sam. But she turns the joke around so where, like, she's not the butt of it, right? And the crowd is loving it. They're like, this bitch is fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? This some good shit. This some good shit on Kill Tony. You know how they talk down there in Texas. There's a bunch of people in the crowd that are like, hot dog, this trainee can talk some shit, man. This some good shit on Kill Tony this Sunday. Oh, my God, I'm slapping my goddamn knee to this. Bunch of Theo Vaughns in the audience. So they're loving the fact that she turned this joke around. So now Sam, trying to be like, oh, I'm the big guy who was talking shit at this bitch in the beginning of the joke. Now he's trying to, like, ride that laughter. He's like, yeah, man, high five. Like, let's high five it out, man. Like, you're cool as shit. And this bitch ices the fuck out of him. I love this. Watch this shit.
It's tighter than my boyfriend's.
Well, look at Sam. I gotta pause it at the right moment. His
Wait,
face.
it's tighter than your boy?
Look at his fucking face. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. That is sad, dude. He really thinks that she's coming in for that. He really thinks that she's gonna turn around and actually catch it this time. Look at his smile, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. That is so sad, dude. All right. Let's watch. Oh, it does look like she's looking at him. It looks like she's looking right at him. Damn, I thought it was funny that she like accidentally didn't see him. I didn't know that she was staring him right in the fucking eye. That is fucking hilarious, dude. Let's watch the distress on Sam's face in Zoom. You know what I mean? Let's check this out.
Hey, friends.
Yeah, because
Look. Jesus Christ. He's so sad. Watch him put his hand down. Watch it.
I have a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, that they don't see. I gotta see that one more time. I'm sorry. That is so good. That is so good.
It's tighter than my boyfriend's.
Whoa.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait,
it's
where's the
tighter than
second
your
one?
boy?
Oh, there it is. Oh my God, he fucking sucks. That is fucking hilarious, dude. Oh man, I love that. I love seeing these guys get just shit talked on so good, dude. So good. And Sam just stays getting roasted. Watch, she's gonna roast Sam one more time, like at an ungodly level, like no turning back, like level of roasting. Watch this shit.
Time with this, but like he basically threw a fit in front of my coach and everybody was like, I don't want that thing going to the bathroom. And I was like, I'm standing at the front door outside in 72 heat or degree weather in fucking Nacogdoches, Texas.
Right.
I don't want your little snot-nosed brat. I fucking hate kids.
Right. Yeah.
I think that you should be able to go to the bathroom in the ladies' room. That way your dick doesn't get in the urinal.
Oh.
Or so you don't try to suck it.
Whoa.
Oh!
Sam
Look at
is
Sam.
getting lit up.
He's getting fucking demolished.
Sam is getting lit up.
Look at this fucking Jamoke. He's a goner, dude. I like how I captured the motion blur on that also. Like that, this is like almost like a meme. You know what I mean? Sam Tallant's face right here is like a meme. He's like, you know, he's like, you know, he doesn't know what to do. They all thought that this chick was gonna be easy punches, and she's fucking lighting all of them up. She even checks Tony. Watch this. Tony actually tries to sit there and like call himself a Texan. Bro, you just moved there like 4 years ago, bud. You know what I mean? You were in LA for like 16. You're still an LA fag. Everybody knows it, okay? But like, watch this. She checks the shit out
Bunch
of
of white people.
So, Phoenix, have you always kind of identified as a woman? Is that how that works? Am I saying that right?
Sure.
Okay.
He's really trying, Phoenix.
I know.
Trying my
I know.
best. I'm
I
a
know.
shit-talking Texan. I'm not going to use any bad words with you.
I'm more Texan than you are. You're in my territory, sweetie.
Well, looks like we're about to have a big dick competition.
Oh, look at watch. Tony really got off to that. You see his face? Tony's like, oh man, I might have met the woman of my fucking dreams right here, bro. I think Tony's in love. But this bitch is just checking them all, dude. Like, there's nobody safe with these guys around. You know what I mean? And here, watch. I'll show you why I really think Tony wants to bang this chick. Watch. Listen to what he says. This is kind of crazy.
So, Phoenix, you live here in Austin?
Yes.
And what are some of your favorite local spots so that I know where I can accidentally run into you?
Not a joke. I don't believe that was a joke. I think he's being serious. You know what I mean? I think Tony really ended up getting together with this chick after the show, if you ask me, because Tony Hinchcliffe is a gay bird. You know what I mean? Picture seeing somebody like Tony perched up on shit. You know what I mean? scouring the streets for cock. You know, that's how I picture Tony. I picture Tony like in the middle of the Austin downtown, kind of standing on a corner, perched up like a flamingo with like one leg up, and he's just constantly looking around for guys to suck off. You know what I mean? That's always how I've pictured Tony. But yeah, let's check out. So that was one episode with Sam Tallant and Ari Maddie. That one's like a couple weeks old. And then last week they had an episode with Joe Rogan and Matt McCusker. Or no. I forgot. We're not talking about that one. That one wasn't good enough. We're talking about the comedians on Kill Tony getting shit on. We're gonna talk about the Nick Swardson episode. This one I got a big kick out of. So Nick Swardson, he gets on there and he's doing this character Gary Falcon, right? And it's not supposed to be Nick. You know how Adam Ray he does like Dr. Phil, and then he acts like other people when he goes on stage. Nick Swardson's kind of doing like the same thing, just not with as much makeup as Adam Ray. He's just like wearing like a hat and shit like that. But I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this episode, I was like, oh, Nick Swardson, this is going to be a fucking bomb episode. Like, and not good bomb. Like, this is going to be like a shitty episode. Because Nick's kind of like a middle school humor comedian to me. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy into like fart, diarrhea, fart, diarrhea, cum. You know what I mean? Which is kind of like what I hear every time he does like a comedy set. I'm not going to lie, he did not disappoint in this episode. This guy, I was like taken aback because he is shitting all over Tony and all the guys in this episode. I was loving every second of it. I was like, holy shit. I didn't know Nick was like capable of this level of roastery. You know what I mean? Because Tony claims to be like the king of roasting. And Nick fucking kills him, dude. Nick destroys him. But before we get into that, I wanted to show you guys the intro. You know, Tony always does these intros where he's like, it looks like he's trying to like waft farts into his nose. Like every time you see those, he does that. He comes on stage and he's like, come on, guys, cheer for me louder. And it looks like he's trying to smell his own gases. You know what I mean? At least to me, it looks like that. This episode, or this intro to this episode's no different. Same shit.
Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas. For a brand new episode of Kill Tony, get up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Look at that. Here's the wafting. Watch, where there it is. Hold on, guys. Let me get a kiss out to the audience.
Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives, huh?
Look at that. So now let's go back. See the wafting again? Let's watch the wafting. Look, there it is right there, the wafting. Now, look at this jacket he's wearing. You see this? Tony coming in looking like one of the extras off of Thriller. Again with the vest. You know what I mean? But this time we went from a shiny skier's vest to an extra gay leather vest. So the only reason I'm pointing out this vest in particular is because, see, this is why I got mixed up with the Joe Rogan, Matt McCusker thing. Because not long ago, I think it was after this episode. It was either after this episode or before this episode Joe Rogan and Matt McCusker were on. I think it was after this one. And they had this guy that they pulled from the bucket on the show. Normal guy, not one of the regulars, just a regular old Joe that signs up for the open mic. They pull the guy out of the bucket. He gets on stage. He's got an actual like red leather Thriller jacket. Very stupid looking jacket, I will admit. But they go on to trash this fucking guy. Like, so unbelievably hard. They roast the absolute dog shit out of this guy. And then Tony shows up wearing this, right? So I wanted to find the leather jacket time code. Yes, I got it right here. Let's pull up the leather jacket.
It's not like, though, I am wondering, how deep are we going to implement it into our...
Okay, so now you see this guy. You know what I mean? He's clearly struggling. He's got his fucking notebook in his hand. So this is not a professional comedian we're talking about here. But you see the leather jacket, right? Nice and red, bedazzled. Looks gay as fuck, okay? Now, watch them trash this guy.
Right? Are we going to start going A as in lonely ass asexual? B as in everyone is bi, basically? Right? C as in watch for hepatitis C. D for demisexual, and E for everyone who's confused on the difference between bi and pansexual. We got to look out for the dyslexics out there, am I right?
So, obviously, this guy's not funny. Plenty reason to trash the fuck out of him. The jacket, plenty reason to trash the fuck out of him, right? But you can't make fun of this guy for fucking the jacket, and then you show up every week wearing a leather vest that's like the exact same thing. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. Let's see. Does this clip, did I click on clickbait? Like, do they actually roast this guy?
Right? Come on.
Damn.
Did you really do gay jokes in that jacket?
Okay. See? So now they're all trashing.
It's the gayest jacket I've ever seen in my life.
Matt's trashing.
It couldn't be gayer if there were metal dicks on it.
There it is.
You literally look like you're doing the walk of shame from Michael Jackson's house.
And
That's
there's
not lie, though.
Tony.
I am wondering-
There's Tony. So that right there, to me, that is unacceptable, my friend. Like, if I went around making fun of how gay people's Hawaiian shirts were and how gay people's mustaches were and how gay people's glasses were, and then you tuned into an episode next week and I show up looking like this, would you not have a little bit of a fucking problem with that? You know? Like, it's a little strange. You know what I mean? It's like this guy is trying to make up for something here. Look at them. Wearing the gayest fucking... This thing is almost worse than the other jacket. You know? This thing has got like yellow, red, black stripes on the top. It's paneled, for one. The vest does not zipper up, folks. It does not zipper up. You want to know how the vest works, those of you who are listening? It buttons up. And I'm not talking about the buttons like a jean vest where you actually do the buttons in like a button-up shirt. We're talking metal click buttons. This guy is wearing... This is the gayest vest I've seen in my life. And he had the balls to make fun of somebody else for the same shit, you know, basically. I thought it was hilarious. Now, let's not lose track of why we're here. We're still watching people completely roast everyone who's on stage at Kill Tony.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.